Yes, 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 yes. Hello, 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 hello. Oh man, welcome to Tell the Truth Podcast. Make sure you follow us on YouTube, Tell the Truth Podcast 23. Anyway, man, I'm your host, Neal Matlock. Man, we got a crazy one day going by Shot Town Neal. To my left, man. Yeah. We about to get it started. To my left, this my boy, my big brother. Goes by B Woods down here in Dallas, you know. You got a couple other names. When he cooking for the family, I like to call him Uncle Billy, you know. And when he gambles a little bit, I call him Billy Woo Woo. But when he in the studio, I call him BTP. What's that for?
BowTie Bill.
Man, let's get it popping. Man, Bill, we got to go before we get started. Let's take care of the business.
Right.
We want to give a shout out to our boys in North Dallas for letting us use their studio. Maximize your potential, man. Man, the podcast is growing, man. But before I go crazy, I be going crazy. BTB, man. Tell the subscribers what we need them to do, man. Go ahead.
Man, yes, hit the subscribe button, hit the likes, tell your family members and friends.
Yeah.
And we really love it and enjoy it. Thank you for your participation and everything that you do for us.
Yes, sir. BTB, man, let's get it started, man. Get a little
let's
toasty
go,
here.
man.
We're getting it in already,
Come on, man,
baby.
Already.
So today,
What's on tap?
Okay, this was on tap, man. First thing I want to do is I want to brag about us being gurus. Every game last week in the division round, you and I got them all right. But we don't know nothing. Anyway, we don't know nothing. We got every doggone game right. 4-0. We told everybody that the 49ers going to win, but Green Bay was going to cover. The big game, everybody wanted to argue about, going back and forth about, we also predicted that KC
was going to win.
And Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to ask you, BTB, man, let's stop all the bragging. Let's get to the podcast. I want to ask you, get you on camera for this one.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm listening.
All right.
I'm listening.
Did Buffalo lose that game or did KC win that game?
From my lens, KC won the game.
Agree.
Okay,
But why
yeah.
you say that?
Man, Patrick Mahomes in the playoff times, he just butter.
Grown man.
You know what I'm saying? Winners win because that's what winners do.
Badass yellow boy. Oh, he wants some. That's that badass yellow boy, man.
Dropping dimes, making plays.
Facts.
Right? Every time they touched the ball, they scored on their first 5 possessions. The first 2 field goals, the other 3 were touchdowns.
Hey, it's called Tell the Truth. I cut you off. I think you're not telling the truth. Go ahead. You got it.
They lost time possession 37-23 minutes.
And still won.
And still won the game. Right? The Bills ran for 39 times for 182 yards. Had time possession 37, like I said, to 23. And still took an L.
Took a nice, fresh, hot L. Nice, fresh, hot L. Man, let me just keep it 100. You got some people saying that Buffalo lost the game because the doggone kicker missed a field goal at the end of the game. I don't agree either. So let me break this down. You guys know I've not been big on Buffalo all year. Mm-hmm. And Buffalo did everything that I thought they could not do. They actually did it in that game. So I was wrong. Only reason why I feel like I still was wrong about the play calling and Josh Allen was because you and I both know they changed offensive coordinator about 6-7 weeks ago, and they behind went 6-1. Okay, new guy named Brady. I told y'all Buffalo don't run the ball enough. They start running the ball. That's when right around the Cowboy game. That's when they beat the Cowboys. And then I told you Josh Allen don't check down enough. In that game, like you said, they had like 100 and something. I know you know exactly. How many rushing yards?
182. 39 attempts.
I knew you would know. Mm-hmm. Okay. 39 attempts what I'm looking at. And you could tell that entire game, Buffalo played keep away. Now, I'm going to tell you what was so major about that game, why Buffalo was able to go back and forth with them, but then they often stalled out like late third quarter to the middle of the fourth quarter. Once again, let me break it down to the fans, let them know when they're watching the game what they probably miss. So here we go, gurus.
Training your eyes.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right, so here we go, gurus. I'm going to tell you what Buffalo was doing. In that first half, what Buffalo was doing, BTB, a lot of people didn't even peep it. Buffalo probably had 70% of their snaps. They had 6 offensive linemen.
Yes.
6 offensive linemen. A lot of people didn't peep it. I peeped it quick.
Checked in every play.
Then, on top of that, they was lining up with 2 tight ends. Now, some people say I'm crazy, but I don't give a crap. I got a right to my opinion. I said before the game started, Gabe Davis not playing in that game actually benefits Buffalo. I actually said that. I said before the game started. Said it makes me nervous. I had a little money on KC. And the reason why it made me nervous, BTB, is because I felt like that was going to force Buffalo to play smash mouth football, not throw the ball around that much. And with the 2 tight ends set, usually most of the time you throw the tight end to pass a little bit more safer. So I was like, ugh. And I did not see them coming out possibly doing 6 offensive linemen. That was a great adjustment. So they ran the ball a lot. I was like, when is KC going to adjust and go to 5 defensive linemen? They didn't do that.
You know why? They stayed in the cover 2
Yep.
high safeties, forcing Buffalo to run the ball and play the short game. But as a matter of fact, and it worked. Why? Because Buffalo did not have any plays over 20 yards. It's called explosive plays. They didn't have
Facts.
any, right? Forcing Josh Allen to check down, right?
And you know I was waiting for him. I was waiting for him to mess up. But I was wrong. I was waiting for him to nut up. I like, ooh, Johnson can't be paid. I know he's gonna mess up.
In the fourth quarter, that last 2 drives, he did.
I was gonna get to that, but he didn't throw the pick. But I'm gonna get to that. But go ahead, your floor. Go ahead.
So you're right. So they stayed in the hot in 2 high safeties the entire game, forcing them. Why? Because anytime you have a 10, 12, 13, 14 drive, you bound to make a mistake.
Holding something.
Outside. I mean, or a pre-snap penalty. Right? False start.
And then you take all that time, you end up with a field goal. So fans don't know why, like, man, they had about 7 minutes, couldn't punch it in. Well, look how many plays. It's hard to execute 10, 12, 13 plays in a row in the NFL without somebody just nutting up doing something, stupid. I can say stupid.
Agreed.
Stuff happens. People are human. Yeah.
Yeah.
People are human. So what KC did was, like you just said, everything BowTie Bill said, agree. But what KC did was they kept giving them that cover 2 look.
Always.
And what they did was how they finally stopped the run was they started run blitzing on first down, making them think they were going to play coverage. Goes back to this is why I knew it was going to be a great game because both teams got great coaching, but the adjustments that KC did was like, and I want to say KC's defensive coordinator is isn't it Spagnuolo?
Spagnuolo.
Yeah, so you already know.
As a matter of fact, the last 7 games, they have not allowed more than 7 points in the second half.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yes.
Okay. So no, you just gonna win up me like that, huh? You just gonna win up me, okay? Yeah, you just gonna drop it down on me like that, huh?
Yeah,
but
they
I
have
like that,
not
though.
allowed more than 7 points in the last 7 games.
I didn't even know that.
Halftime adjustment.
So we both agree that we really believe that Buffalo did not lose the game. KC won that thing.
KC won that game.
And the truth be told, if Hardman does not fumble the ball, the game wouldn't have been that close.
At all. 10 points.
There it is. It would have been that close. But what I do say is I think it's very ironic. We're gonna keep it moving after this. And we're going to definitely talk about this offseason. What I thought was very ironic, and if you watch our very first couple of podcasts, I kept telling, I said, Diggs, stop doing that to your quarterback, going like this, saying you ain't smart. Stop that. Yes, Josh Allen, I do not trust him. Everybody knows that. I think he would throw a pick if he throw it too many times. He doesn't check down enough. Everybody knows how I feel about it. But I will say this. I have a friend, Sammy, diehard Buffalo Bill fan. And he keeps telling me, yeah, Josh Allen might mess up. But, Neal, in the playoff, man, he balls. He balls in the playoff. And I had to look at it, he did that ball. That game, Josh Allen played a good game.
Phenomenal game.
And what I thought was very ironic was on that long pass in the fourth quarter, he put that thing on a dime with Diggs. And Diggs.
Outside shows.
I'm like, whoo! Oh, you've been clowning this man all year. In the AFC Championship game, you probably could have put the icing on the cake, and he missed that pass. I think that is very ironic. I don't wish that on nobody, but I think it's very ironic. Go ahead, BTB.
Man, the key irony of the matter is Patrick Mahomes threw the same ball to MVS, and he caught it.
And he ain't caught nothing all year.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The key irony of the matter is that they had the most drops, Kansas City Chiefs wide receivers.
Facts.
Right. In Buffalo, not as much. But yet, that said, MVS caught that ball. Same throw. It was the same throw, shorter distance, about 25 yards, but same throw. And MVS caught it.
Yeah.
And Diggs dropped it.
Yeah.
Man, listen.
When I saw that, I knew Jesus was answering their prayers that day.
Hey, man. And by the way, this is why I like Josh Allen.
Oh, I like him. I just don't trust him.
In the playoffs, he's not a turnover machine.
Facts.
21 touchdowns, 4 picks.
Facts.
Second to Mahomes.
Facts.
In postseason NFL history, second to Mahomes, touchdown interception ratio.
I would say when he played against KC, I don't think any game they lost has ever been really truly his fault. He balled out in all of them. You know, now I think I got hard on him because last year I expected more out of him, and I just feel like the man played like trash in that Cincinnati game. He would not take the check down. So the Cincinnati game he played bad, but all the rest of them, you're right. He played very good ball. You know, he played very good ball. But we got to move on, BTB, because them boys. You know, another thing that I was right about again.
Okay.
I'm tooting the horn a little bit today, BTB.
Imagine that.
Love you too. F you. Anyway. So, very first podcast, remember I said, all this stuff we watching in the AFC. I mean, you know I'm going with this.
Oh, I'm listening.
I said it's all window dressing. I don't care who all was balling at the time. Miami, Buffalo, Cleveland. I said I don't care what's going on. I said Kansas City. Gee, even though we're struggling this year, everybody like Kansas City don't look the same. And I kept trying to tell people Kansas City is winning different this year. They're winning with defense. I said I don't care about none of this stuff. It's all window dressing. Kansas City is going to be in the AFC Championship game. I said that on the very first podcast. And God dog, your boy is right again.
I mean, it's the same thing I said.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I said Kansas City, San Francisco.
Mm-hmm. Super Bowl, yeah, you did. Yes, you did.
You know what I mean?
But you got some knuckleheads out here that don't think we know what we're talking about.
One of my fraternity brothers, A5A.
Uh-oh, okay.
Dennis Kimbrough. He wrote a book called What Makes the Great Great.
Okay.
So when you're looking at football, you have your regular season, but then what makes the great great? You go to the postseason, and then they still ball at the same level, if not a higher level. That's what Patrick Mahomes does.
Man, you know me. I got no argument here. But so, who gonna win? Ravens favored by 3.
Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. Lamar Jackson 1-3 against Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, and John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson is 1-3 against Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid.
See, I didn't even know that. Now, okay, wait a minute now. The game in Baltimore.
Doesn't matter.
You have to kill me. Man, we got to get, okay, we got to get the fans a little bit more than that.
Quarterback league.
Oh, you already know I got KC. I'm just trying to put you on the spot, but you already know I got KC. Okay, why you think, get the fans some more, meat on the bones, sure. And I'll tell you why I feel it. Why you think KC going to beat Baltimore in Baltimore, man?
Patrick Mahomes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys have noticed, on Patrick Mahomes' left arm, there's like a knot under his sleeve.
They probably have him. We talking Google talk, but go ahead.
Right? Because he has a patch to monitor. I think it's his heart or some sort of rate.
Oh,
I believe
okay.
It's his heart or pulse rate or something to that effect.
Okay.
During the game when he's on the sideline, it's the highest. But when he gets in the game under pressurized moments, it's the lowest.
So you know what that means? He just basically he's out there having fun, and the situation's not too big for him.
It ain't too big for him.
Yeah, man. I mean, I remember, and I'm so glad we got this podcast. I remember saying 2 years ago, and people was like, I don't know about all that. I said 2 years ago, I said that Mahomes is already the best quarterback ever. I stand on it. I've been telling people that. Neal, oh my God, you been a victim of the moment. I said, no, I don't usually say stuff like that. Most time I say, give me some more years. At that time, the man had been to 2 doggone Super Bowls. I think like 3 or 4 AFC championship games. Right, I'm just saying at that time. And my point was just before he won last year. I was saying already before, you know that. I was saying before last season, before it even started, he was the greatest already. I said, even if you go, I said,
that's 4 in a row.
Right. I said, if God forbid something happened to him, this before last season now, before the last season started, I said, God forbid something happened to him. He's better than Brady because if you go look at Brady's first 4 years, he did not go to no doggone AFC championship 4 years in a row. Okay, this is this man's what? 6? Come on, man, stop, man.
In a row.
Come on, man, stop, man. He the GOAT. He the GOAT already. Anybody don't agree with me, I don't really care. So you know the old saying, when you realize the person the GOAT, MJ, you know your Mahomes, you just don't bet against him.
He's the one.
Yeah. You just don't bet against him, man.
Just like Matrix. Neal, he's the one.
I'm the one. I'm trying to tell you, like, look, dude, I'm not messing against that badass yellow boy.
Man.
You know, and look, okay.
Look at it like this. Patrick Mahomes been in the league 7 years. 6 he started because Alex Smith started his rookie season. And Patrick Mahomes rookie season, after that, he been in 6 straight championships. Lamar Jackson has been in the league 6 years, and this is first.
So it's hard to get there.
championship.
It's hard to get there, and he consistently keep getting there.
Every year.
So now think about it. Hold on. Now let me double down on another thing. He was winning the first 2 years there with an average defense. Okay? Average defense, yes. Then he got his head handed to him, you know, against Tampa Bay. Keep in mind, people forget he had a lot of offensive linemen hurt in that game. I think he had like 3 that didn't play. 3 starting offensive linemen playing that game, okay? Not making no excuse. My point is that he made it there without the best of the best offensive linemen. Now he going to lose one of the probably, we've debated on this last week, one of the top 5, let's say, I ain't going to say receiver, top 5 weapons in the NFL. Tyreek goes to Miami. Everybody, it's in the Patrick Mahomes. I don't know how he's going to look without him. And then last year, he goes to the Super Bowl and win it with a bunch of 2 receivers. Not ones, number 2. Juju is a 2. The other dudes are 2. Hartman, all those guys are 2. They ain't none of them no ones.
Against the number 1 defense.
Facts.
70+ sacks.
Facts.
Right? Running the ball. Number 1 running the ball.
Facts.
And they put in 838 on them.
Facts.
Was down by 10 points in the second, going into the second half.
Facts. Badass yellow boy. Oh, he wants some. I'm just telling y'all, man, you're looking at greatness, man. I'm just telling you, anybody try to fight it, you're going to keep losing money. I'm trying to tell you, you better go ahead and get on this Patrick Mahomes. Greatest, he the GOAT. He the GOAT. That's my GOAT already.
In the divisional rounds, he had 16 touchdowns and 0 interceptions.
Man, this is like some John Madden type numbers we're giving out right now, man. They don't even. If people gonna have to, people gonna be trying to fact check us and make sure we know what we're talking about.
It's all good.
Because the numbers sound so crazy. More and more we keep saying it. And I'm just telling y'all, man. Like when I say the reason why I say he's great is because he's winning in so many different ways. Let's just get serious. Let's stop all the joking. Let's get serious.
Right.
I'm gonna take this away from him. Okay, I'm still gonna win. I'm gonna take this away from him. Okay, I'm still gonna win. Winners win. Winners win. Fuck all the bullshit. I got this quarterback needs this. This quarterback needs this. He needs more running game. He needs to man. Winners win.
Winners win because that's what winners do. Hey man, check it. Not only that, right? Patrick Mahomes, man, this dude. Not only did he win at every single level, right?
Mm-hmm.
16 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
You take away everything from him, and he still wins. To your point,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
I mean, there is nothing that he cannot do.
Right.
Even in the Tampa Bay game in the Super Bowl, he laying down sideways, throw the ball, and the dude drops it.
Yeah, you know what that was, don't you? It was your boy Mimi. I call him the cheetah. He hit Tyreek dead in the face. That was Tyreek. Yeah. Perfect pass. Pow. It went straight to his hand. Pow. Like, oh, because he couldn't even believe he got the ball there. He threw the ball. The boy is the GOAT. I'm not betting against him. So we might as well keep it moving. You got KC, right?
I got KC.
Man, I got KC too. Make a little bit more money on them. Anyway, so the next game. Yeah, buddy. San Fran last week, man. I tried to tell y'all 3 weeks ago when they played my Bears. I told Cowboy fans, as a Bears fan, it hurts me to say this, but they got that shit right. I kept telling y'all, Love is nice. And Love played very good last week against San Fran in the rain. In the rain. I don't think people know how hard that is to play in the rain. I'm from the Midwest. I'd rather play in snow than rain. Trust me. You do not want to play in rain. It's just the way the cold stick to you, and then you slide and you can't plant. The ball gets heavy. I'd rather be in the snow than the rain. Only thing worse than the rain probably if it's really windy. If
If it's gusting above 15 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's when you're like, it's hard to throw the ball sometimes, whatever the case might be. But the rain, so he did good in the rain, but the 49ers pulled it out. Purdy didn't look good, but also in that game, what I noticed, people beating up on Purdy, like, I don't know about him. Purdy was never, ever, ever comfortable in that game. And how you know is there was a couple of times I saw Purdy, and I've never seen this ever before in my life, BowTie Bill.
I'm listening.
I saw Purdy drop back with the ball. He's right-handed, had the ball in his hand, his right hand like this. And he switched one time. Why he in the pocket? Middle play. I should have had on a clip to show y'all. Why the middle play? Put the ball in his left hand. And while he's standing in the pocket, wiped his hand on his thigh to try to clean it off. Put the ball back, and he threw to his left. It was a skinny post, but the ball was incomplete, went to the ground. I've never seen a quarterback trying to wipe their hands off in the middle of the play. We ain't talking about before the play, like you say, on the center, you go like this. Yeah, we see that all the time. No, the ball was snapped, BowTie Bill, in his hand, drop back, put the ball in his left hand holder. Guys are rushing him now. It's live. They live in the mug. Wipe his hand like this, and he threw the ball to the left. I can't remember who the receiver was. When I saw that, I was like, you know what? I can't be too tough on the kid this game because he is definitely struggling with this with this weather. And so when you're a guru, you notice stuff like that. But anyway.
And not only that, he had a glove on. He took the glove off. He put the glove back on.
Facts.
Just figure it out.
Facts.
He was figuring it out.
So I don't want to get be hard on Purdy because of the fact, the weather. But I will say this. They barely escaped that game.
Yes, they did.
They barely escaped that game.
Yes, they did.
So,
check it.
My fault. Go ahead.
But what makes Purdy so good is when they counted the weighty downs.
Facts.
They were down. He didn't play well.
Yeah.
That last drive, they ran the ball twice, threw 7 times, and Kittles dropped the ball.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Right. So he was on money.
Yeah.
He was on money that last drive to win that game.
Yeah. When they missed that field goal, he's like, I got him now. And so, like you said.
That's why you call people big timers.
Yeah.
He was a big timer.
No, I agree, because he could have soaked in powder like, man, it just ain't my day, and he didn't. So he showed me a lot as a character, and show how mentally tough he is. He showed me a lot in that game.
Yeah, resolve.
Yeah, definitely. So they were lucky to get out of there live. This week they got another NFC North team. Them Lions, they took care of, Tampa Bay last week. Thanks for the cover. And then I be getting that money, Billy. I be getting that money. Anyway, but I got to ask you, man, I think we both got San Fran, but I can't.
Yes, I do.
You got San Fran? All right.
Yes.
So thing I want to ask you for the gamblers, keep in mind any advice we give you, we're not responsible for the outcome.
The line is a -7.
You think they're gonna cover that?
Detroit?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think Detroit gonna cover it too. The one thing that scares me about Detroit is a lot of people don't know. Some people do know this. Their secondary is really not that good. You know,
Who's?
Detroit.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Detroit's secondary is not that good. So they front has to get pressure on the on.
We're gonna find out if Debo is playing or not, though.
That is true. Debo, I still think San Fran, will win. I do think Detroit will cover. If Detroit was to win the game, that would be major. I think if Detroit was to go to the Super Bowl, the price of the tickets would then go through the roof because you will have a fan base that have not been there in years. So whenever you have a fan base that have not been to the Super Bowl in years,
313.
Yeah. Whenever you have a
8 Mile in the house.
Whenever you have a fan base that have not been there in a while, BTB, that usually drives the price of the tickets up because they just don't give a crap because they haven't been there in a while and you can't blame them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that they do pull it off. But my mind is saying that it's going to be San Fran. I do think Detroit's going to cover. Before we get out of here, I'm going to put you on the spot. Give me 2 ways, maybe 3,
Okay.
that can give Detroit a chance to win.
Giving the ball to Jahmyr Gibbs, rookie from Alabama.
Yeah, he's nice. He's
nice.
He's real nice.
Right? They run the ball, and plus giving him the ball out the backfield or, the drop-offs.
Okay.
Okay?
So you're saying he need to have combined about 120 yards catching and running.
Yes.
Okay. I get your point.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
David Montgomery needed to touch the ball about 15, 20 times.
Agree.
The other running back.
Yeah.
Right? That's keeping the San Francisco offense on the sideline.
Yeah, because that was one thing I did see that San Fran was getting ran on last week. So let's not forget that either.
Right.
They did get run on. So you said your 3 keys is make sure you get the ball to Gibbs, Montgomery, 15 touch, and what's your third final key?
Man, Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, he got to go wild.
I see what you're saying, like get some pressure on Purdy.
Yes.
Yeah, I see that. I would say that
because Purdy's still young.
Yeah.
So, and believe it or not, I mean, not to get too deep in the weeds,
go ahead.
But he have 12 more pressures than any other defensive player in the league.
Oh yeah, he definitely gets to him. What I want to see is we're gonna find out how much of that dog Hutchinson really is. Because we've seen a lot of guys disappear when they go against Williams. So they might line him up on Williams' side.
I don't think he's gonna be on that side.
Yeah. That's my point.
That's bad coaching. That's bad coaching.
But sometimes you got to go against that man. But yeah,
hey, that's bad coaching.
BTB said, no. Put him on the side. Put him on the side. They never get him alive.
No sir.
Oh, man. When you say he want to be lined up on that right side with Williams, he going to line up on the left side, go against that right tackle.
Right.
I got you, man.
Exactly.
I got you. Y'all got the keys, man. I agree with you, BT Bill. BowTie Bill. I think they definitely gives, number one, I agree, 120 yards combined. All joking aside.
Right.
Montgomery need to have about 15 yards. 15 carries, at least 70
15
yards.
touches.
70 yards. And the other way I see Detroit winning is Detroit, I feel, has to get at least 2 turnovers. They got to get 2 turnovers because I don't believe their defense is going to be able to stop San Fran a lot. So remember I told you this. If Detroit wins, it's going to be because those first 2 things happen that me and BT Bill said.
Right.
And they're going to either have to hold them. Anytime Detroit holds San Fran to a field goal, that will be a victory. That would be a victory. Somehow they get them to punt more than twice. I'll be shocked. I don't see San Fran punting the ball no more than 2. 2 is the max. So they're gonna have to get 2 turnovers. And the other two things, like me and Bill said, then I think they'll give Detroit a good chance to actually win the game, man.
And real quickly before we get out of here, one of the reasons why Purdy struggled is because Debo went out the game early.
Facts.
Therefore, Shanahan had to call different plays with a different receiver.
Agree?
Now they don't have that chemistry.
Right.
So I believe that's why he struggled. But then when it got to the fourth quarter, when on those weighty plays or weighty drive, the last drive, he was money.
Yeah, I can't agree with you on that one, BT Bill,
Okay.
because he's had chemistry with Kittles all year. The other guy, I really think is very underrated. Ayuk, number 11.
Ayuk.
Yeah, Ayuk. Okay.
But Conklin was playing.
But that's true. But I'm saying there was at least two other guys out there that he has chemistry
Right.
with. I just think it was the rain bothering him.
Yes.
And
yes.
I want to see how he plays this week if it's good weather, because he didn't look good. Now, if he looks the same, don't look good again, but okay, maybe the lights are too bright for him, but I don't think they are. I think the rain was bothering him a lot, though. But we gave y'all your keys on how we think they can win, man. BTB, man, we about to get up out of here, man. Another great show,
Hit
my
the
brother.
subscribe button, hit the likes, tell your family members and friends, tell Uncle Joe, tell Aunt Sally, everybody.
Yeah, man. We appreciate it, man. A lot of people was like, man, how exactly I tell friends about you guys? YouTube, and it's Tell the Truth Podcast 23. Tell the Truth Podcast 23. That's our little number out there after the GOAT, MJ, But also in a couple of weeks, man, we're going to be unveiling our new logo. Yeah, man, we growing this thing, man. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're not going to give y'all any tips on what it's going to look like, but we sat down today. So, yeah, we're going to have a nice little logo for you guys. So we have it on the podcast in 2 weeks, man. We about to get up out of here. BTB, you got anything else to say, brother?
That's it, man. Let's roll.
All right, man. We out here, man. My brother, love you, brother, man.
Love you too, baby.
Thanks for following the show, man. Tell the Truth Podcast 23. Peace.
Already.